Hey everybody, and welcome back this week to another Sonic game through the Sonic Origins Plus collection, Sonic Origins collection. We're going to be playing the second game today, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You know, I looked up Sonic CD because I haven't even heard of it before. Well, I've heard of it, but I was like, I don't know if I'm going to play it or whatever. And I look it up. I'm like, hey, is this a good game? And every post I saw was probably, they're all like, this is probably the best classic Sonic game of all time. Very pretty, very fun to play. So I don't know, maybe we'll dip back eventually, but it's my intention to play 1 into 2 into 3 and Knuckles today. Well, not today, but in terms of which Sonic games I'm going to play. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, ladies and gentlemen. So this is kind of cool since we're playing on the Origins collection for for those of you that don't know. I think the original you could play as Sonic or Sonic and Tails. For this, I'm going to be playing as Sonic and Tails, but with this you can play as Amy and Tails, Knuckles and Tails, and then all these characters individually. So whenever I start here, we are going to have an opening cutscene, so enjoy that. I'll watch that with you. Alright, so we open up here, once again I don't know if this is supposed to be Green Hill Zone or just the whole place that Sonic lives, and this is Tails being accosted by some other creatures that kind of look like him, and then Sonic runs by, and then that's how they become BFFs. Now, I kind of like the movie's take on it better. Now, I'm sure that Sonic has 1,000,001 origin stories by this point. It's kind of like Crash Bandicoot. Always thought it was crazy how Tails was able to just so barely keep up in the old games, but I don't know, the power scaling and stuff, who cares? And that's how they get started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Emerald Hill Zone. Second verse, same as the first. Same kind of vibes as the last game. This game in comparison to that, I can't believe I already got hit by a fucking monkey. Throwing coconuts in this level. But yeah, this is kind of like the Green Hill Zone of this game. Hell, it might even be just Green Hill Zone, just in terms of the story. Who cares? This is one of the old Sonic games. Like I was saying earlier, it's not like Sonic continuity hasn't been done and redone and done again. I'll tell you, we talked about the movies last time. I was kind of surprised to see what they went with the rings on that. I also was kind of surprised to see what they were doing exactly with the wasn't it an owl lady who was the one who raised Sonic or whatever? I don't know. I don't have any problem with it, don't get me wrong, but I just was kind of surprised that they were going for that. We got new power-ups in this game. This is a speed running shoe. Makes you walk, gain momentum and walk a lot faster. Hey, we got 50 rings exactly. Cool. So this is the bonus levels in this game. The first couple of them aren't so hard, but I won't pretend it doesn't get kind of grating at a certain point. We have to collect rings within a certain number of checkpoints. Wait. What do I want to say? We have to collect a certain number of rings within checkpoints. So, right now, we've got 23, and we need 40 by the end of this. Sometimes I like using the joystick. I find that that's easier. Sometimes I like to use the directional pads because I find that that's easier. But all you're doing is collecting enough rings to hit the next checkpoint. I do think at a certain point, different kind of spiked balls and stuff kind of show up that act as those that act as obstacles in your way. I would doubt very highly, unless I did something very dumb or it got extremely difficult out of nowhere, that we would fail this first one. But this is how you get the Chaos Emeralds in this game. It's kind of cool. Sonic Heroes took this and did it a little bit better, at least from what I remember. It's more about running fast like yourself instead of collecting rings and being very precise. You and Tails do have your own ring counts, which only counts for if you run into obstacles and shit. If I run into something, it'll fuck up my ring count. I'll drop rings. If Tails runs into something, independent of me, he'll also lose rings. So we got a Chaos Emerald for this area. This game, unlike the last one, does feature the full 7 Chaos Emeralds, but also, so we got one more Chaos Emerald to get, but also we get to turn into Super Sonic whenever we collect all the Chaos Emeralds, so that's pretty cool. Now granted, in these games you also have to have 50 rings at the same time. Ooh, do I get it? No shot. You can do it multiple times on the same level? Holy shit. Dude, I'm gonna get to play as Super Sonic hella early. All right, 50 rings. So this game is actually super, super, super forgiving in terms of, how do I want to put it? Like, back in the day, I assume if you wanted to collect all the Chaos Emeralds, you would have to kind of do this all in, like, one shot, and you would have to be able to, like, not fuck up these levels. Like, I'm going to fuck up these bonus levels, like, a lot. There's no chance that I'm one-shotting any of these bonus levels. But back in the day, you kind of had to do this all in, like, one shot. Sorry, we're finally having a little bit of a challenge here. And if you didn't, then, like, well, you couldn't get all the Chaos Emeralds. Wow, I can't believe we did actually kind of fucking well there for the obstacles that we had and stuff. And we hit the next checkpoint. What's the third and final one? 140? Dude, I'm so close. I just have to worry about not losing rings pretty much at that point. But this game features, like, if I don't get the Chaos Emerald in one go, and I talked about this during the, son of a bitch, Tails. Oh, man. Okay, please don't choke me. Oh, easy. Maybe I should focus on just wrapping this bonus level up. Ooh. If I, like, fail this, like, if I don't get enough rings, then I can spend a coin, which is an in-game currency. Like, it's not like a premium currency, like a mobile game or something, but it's an in-game coin, which you get, well, in a couple different ways. Lives in this game are replaced with coins. You can collect those coins from, like, where there were lives in the original game, or if you hit like 100 rings, you'll also get a coin, or a coin. You can see my coin count in the bottom left. This game, whoa, shit, I didn't know what we were doing there exactly. This game in particular is actually way more giving with the coins. If you hit, like, super high stat lines, like in the ending, son of a bitch. Like, if I collect a lot of coins, or I do this level very fast, I get a bunch of bonus, holy shit. I get, like, a bunch of bonus coins for it. Unlike last game, well, maybe it happened last game, I just wasn't nearly going quick enough, where I felt like that, really wasn't the case. Damn, we probably could have almost got 3 of the Chaos Emeralds on the first level. That would have been extremely lucky of me, huh? Anyway, Sonic got through Act 1. It's my intention to at least get 1 Chaos Emerald per level. That way we can get it out of the way early, and the later levels I can kind of focus on more so the difficulty than anything else. Ooh, there's some speed shoes, but I gotta get up there to get them. I was talking about how pretty, the last time I played a Sonic game, how pretty I thought the pixel art in this game was. And of course, I still absolutely feel that way. It's, like, I don't know why they ever went with TVs, but I remember thinking that it looked like, Jesus Christ, so pretty. I don't know that, like, there's probably documentaries and stuff about this game at this point that you can, like, look up and, they'll, like, explain to you, like, why they did this, that, and the other thing in terms of, video game design. But, like, holy shit, this one, I don't know who was in charge of, like, the art design. I guess I've never bothered to, like, look at the credits and stuff either, to be in total fairness. All right, there we go. So now we're up to 50 rings. And once again, it's my intention to, hit one of these bonus poles. All right, third level. I didn't expect a difficulty curve quite this early, but I guess we'll see what happens. I just enjoyed a good dinner. I had some burgers and fries, and I was like, you know what? I'm once again in the mood for some Sonic. The endgame boss of this kind of got me turned off of Sonic a little bit, like of the second game. It's just a little bit difficult. I would say that Sonic fans probably know what I'm talking about in terms of, like, which bosses are, like, difficult and which ones aren't in this game. I can't believe we're doing so well on Chaos Emeralds already. We're at 78 rings, which is a surplus of how many we need. I'm not sure by how many. 110 is the next count we need. And I was like, I would say, like, I'm generally not that good at this kind of, like, bonus level. I liked how Sonic Heroes did it. One, it's not nearly as penalizing. You're, like, collecting balloons also that make you kind of run faster or whatever in that version of the game. I just kind of like Sonic Heroes. Honestly, that's what even made me want to play any of the Sonic games. It's why we saw Sonic Adventure there a couple of weeks ago. And then I, like, kind of wanted to backtrack back to Sonic 1, 2, and 3 just to kind of get them under my belt. Whoa, watch out there, Tails. All right. Sorry, we're getting to the end here where it gets more difficult again. So we are 161. Tails, despite Tails' best efforts trying to fuck us up here, it does look like we might win. But yeah, so I wanted to play Sonic Heroes. That's probably one of my favorite games, and I think that's kind of where the buck's going to stop. Like, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and then we're going to do Sonic Heroes. And honestly, I do like the new Sonic games, don't get me wrong, but I don't know that, I don't know, big, long 8-hour Sonic story game. You know, whenever I first saw Sonic Frontiers come out, I don't know if other people got this kind of vibe too or not, but like I was like, are they doing like a Dark Souls fucking Sonic game? No, I didn't think it was going to be like a 1-to-1 translation or nothing, but I did think like, again, you know, they're probably going to do like Sonic and Dark Souls. Like that's, you know, it's like a big open world joint. Holy shit, I can't believe we're on the 4th one already. We're just sailing through these bonus levels. Sorry that I'm kind of doing all the bonus levels all at once, but if we do them all at once, then we get them out of the way. So this one we need 40, and I could only imagine that, of course, the harder that these levels get, the less comprehensible my commentary is going to be. All right. We're at 42 right now, and usually we get like a flashing warning whenever we're kind of coming up on the end of the level. Huh, we didn't get one there. Not the end of the level, but like the next checkpoint. I'm surprised I didn't fuck up there. Alright, so we need, once again, 100, I think it said, or maybe 110. It doesn't matter. We'll aim for 120, and hopefully that's good enough. 72, whoa. The physics of this game, of course, are kind of, or this bonus level, of course, are kind of funky. Now, oh boy, I'm really screwing this one up. I think I'm probably going to have to retry this one at this rate. Whoa, just dodge a bunch of these. Now we're on the left side. All Tails, please. No, we're 2 rings short. So I can at least show how the checkpoint, or the, like, redo system in this game works. So... You can see I have 45 coins, and since I failed to retrieve the Chaos Emerald, I can choose to redo them by spending coins, and I will be back whenever I'm close to 110 rings. 1 second. Alright, we're back. I got 100 coins coins. God damn it, every fucking Sonic playthrough. Rings. I don't know why, because I swear to God I'm not like a Mario head or nothing, and I'm trying to think like why coins is so ingrained so deep in my vocabulary apparently. Anyway, we need 150 for this next checkpoint. I hit that 100 is what we needed, not 110 like I had said. It wasn't that hard. I just did it on the next go round, and there is the last little bit of coins, rings, I would guess. And there is the 4th Chaos Emerald. Kind of excited that we are getting them so early. That way I can show off Supersonic even earlier. That puts us again at 4 out of 7. So we got 2 more to complete the circle and then 1 to go in the middle of it. I kind of like the animatics for this game. They're all really pretty, even if they're kind of short. Like, oh my god, dude, if they had made like a full-scale movie in that animation style. Oh, this was another thing I wanted to talk about. So the Eggman bosses, except for the final boss, again, I was almost like, damn, I'm gonna have to scrap this playthrough whenever I got to the final like Eggman boss. I don't know if Sonic fans like have like a big issue with it or not, but I like the Eggman fights in this game. I think it's like, I don't know if easier, well, it is easier, but also the first game wasn't really what I would consider all that difficult either. Whoa, shit, now he's shooting his drill off, and Tails got hit. Thankfully, we don't share rings in that use case. This is how all the Eggman fights end. He just flies off. So unlike the first game, there's not 3 levels to a stage or whatever. There are only 2, which is fun because there's more stages to kind of pad that fact. I like jumping on these buttons a couple of times. I think I'd said this in my last playthrough, but like really my only experience with Sonic was from a what are they called? Like the plug and play machines. There was like a Sega Classics collection for like some kind of plug and play, and it included, what all did it have? It had like, whoa, I don't know where we're gonna go. Is this where I want to go? Hopefully. I don't think so. I hate these enemies. They're not difficult. I need some speed when I get up and into them. And I also don't want to get hit by their orbs. Thank you, Tails. You actually made my life about 1,000,000 times easier. I think it had Sonic 1 and 2. I don't think it had 3. It also had Golden Axe. It had or what's the Arise from Your Grave? Altered Beast. That's the name of that game. And we don't want to go to the right here. That's right. I think I might miss the checkpoint for this level, which is kind of lame. I don't think this level has very many checkpoints, or at least very many accessible checkpoints for me. I tried to go in a specific path that I remembered mapping out in my head that would give me the checkpoint. I might be willing to. Oh, great. Yeah. Well, there we go. I was gonna say I might be willing to not do the Chaos Emerald for this level. I guess, so too bad, so sad. We'll just do it on the next one. I remembered this one being kind of testy. I'm fine with not getting the Chaos Emerald for this, because then that still leaves us with, what is it, like 3 more levels before, yeah, I usually lose all my fucking emeralds to that, whatever that is there. It looks kind of like a snake jumping up and down and all around. So we've got 4 Chaos Emeralds, and this would be the 3rd level, so we're still +1 in the grand scheme of things by how I had originally planned on mapping this out. Now, I know I said we get a lot of bonus coins, but we haven't really seemed to have gotten many. I think we need to get 10,000 points on a given level to hit the bonus coin threshold, like where you'll get 3 bonus coins. So it's fine. I kind of plan once I beat all of the Sonic games. Like I am half and half on doing Sonic CD. I think I'd already mentioned, and I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that exactly. But whenever I get completely done with this game, it's my intention to go to the museum and then just probably buy all like the animatics and stuff, show that off. Here's like a little springboard. I do kind of like, I don't know, they included like so much in this. There's like now like hidden bounce pads. I don't think the original Sonic had hidden bounce pads. It has like little like springboard jumpy things. I just saw the checkpoint over there. And as we move further and further away from it, I don't know if we'll get an opportunity to hit it. I guess we'll have to see. Okay, well, we hit our ring threshold for the checkpoint, at least. If I happen to run into them. I don't really like how few checkpoints there are here, but hey, what can you do? Alright, got some more rings. Maybe there'll be a... holy shit, we're moving. Yeah, I see there's a checkpoint right here. Cool. So this will put us at 5. Alright, going in. Hopefully this one isn't too difficult. I feel like that last one was kind of like telling for... I'm probably going to have to start doing multiple attempts at these. I know like the very last one's going to be a huge pain in my ass. Yeah, that one there. I know it looked like you have to have momentum to get onto the ceiling there. I just didn't have it. Now I think... No. We don't need to get on the ceiling just yet. So how many was it that we needed? Like 55? Okay, we're at 33. We need 1 more ring. Cool. We just barely hit the threshold. Now, if we're just barely hitting it now, well, I guess we'll see what happens at 110 rings. I think I remember having a particularly large amount of trouble with this one. Oh, maybe not. This is where it gets kind of tricky a little bit. Still need 110. Need me and Tails both not to really hit any of those orbs. Alright, so, shit. There we go. The one thing I said I needed to not do. Not enough rings. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Alright, we just got all the rings that we needed for this second checkpoint. Now, this one here, we need 200 rings, so I'm hoping that it just... I generally consider that, like, you know, we'll probably have to collect, like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80% of the rings that a given area gives us. So my thought is, like, it'll probably give us a ton of rings, but then, like, you know, make it kind of difficult to get them, I guess. Oh, man, and then there's some on the ceiling, and again on the ceiling. All right, and then probably a final little loop-de-loop. We're at 10, 9. Oh, we were so close. All right, well, I'm going to have to get a couple more. Here's the failure animation once you get close to the emerald or whatever. All right, anyway, we'll be back. All right, cool. We got way more than enough rings this time. Up to 219. Thank you for your help, Tails. I am kind of curious, is Tails like an easy mode kind of button? Now, I remember, I don't know if this was the way in the original like Sega, whatever this came out on. But I do know that there was a PlayStation 2 collection of this game, which was called like Sonic Mania Collection or some shit like that. And it had where you could play 2 players with like another player on Tails. Oh shit, I got grabbed. Thank you, Tails. I probably would have got hit if it wasn't for Tails there. So, I don't know. Oh shit, now we're down. Oh man, I fell in the, whatever the hell this stuff is. Chemicals, I guess. It's called like Chemical Zone anyway. There are a couple backgrounds that are particularly pretty in this game. This one here, I'm kind of like half and half. Whenever you actually see like the city parts, and it looks like Snatcher a little bit, which was another game for, I don't know, one of the old Sega consoles. I can't think of which one. I do think that that's pretty, but like, whoa, shit, I got a hella jump there. What? I don't know what that was about. Probably some kind of weird interaction with the water and coming out of it there. Oh, man. I know sometimes it looks like a Jedi has the controller, and then like other times it's just kind of like, you know, whatever. Okay, so we got some rings there. I believe that we're coming up on the boss fight for this area. This one actually isn't so bad. So my advice... Whoa, shit. No, not there. Right here is the middle. You want to stand just pretty well perfectly in the middle and then just hit Eggman as you're able. Then he has like this weird water attack. It's... I swear it's not difficult. He beat my ass. Alright, maybe I just need to kind of get a little bit better at dodging him, and I absolutely don't want Tails stealing my invincibility. Well, not invincibility, but like, you know, where I expect there to be some level of recoil whenever I hit Eggman, and Tails is just taking hella L's there. He just got hit by Eggman's shot, and then he fell into the water and died. Damn. Or I guess chemicals. Hey, welcome back, Tails. You recovered from that well. I don't know. I like these little ending capsule here things, too. I was talking about, like, that Sonic Mania collection I had, and I don't know if the original Sonic had it or not, but there was, like, a debug test menu in that Sonic Mania where you could, like, spawn in, like coin or rings and shit, and you could like, I think you could also spawn in enemies and stuff, but it was kind of cool because there was like a cheat code to activate like the supersonic mode, like to give yourself all the chaos emeralds basically, and I would do that so that you know, I could play as Supersonic, and then I would just spawn myself in a bunch of coins so I could run around all the levels. And I also think there was like a cheat code to oh yeah, I remember really not liking this checkpoint here. I don't even know if I'll be able to do this one very well. I got kind of lucky. So you got to keep your eye out down on the like lower levels for these kind of enemies. Like you see how like a lot of our vision is kind of obstructed from just like bullshit. It looks like bushes, I guess. We have to be on the lookout for enemies around there. All right, so we just need 5 more rings and we'll be good. Okay, well, is there any rings in here? Ooh, there's a couple of rings. Okay, if I can manage to get my hands on 2 more rings, then we can go back and hit that checkpoint. Okay, I'm not going to get greedy. We'll just go back, hit the checkpoint. Uh-oh. Oh, big uh-oh, actually. I think I could probably speed my way up there. We'll beat this one with speed. Oh, no. All right, how about one more shot at it, and then I'll just cut to me making it to the checkpoint. We'll get some real speed going here. Now, I keep hitting my head here. Oh, I guess that's a collision. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Whoa, shit, I actually made that jump that time. Hey, nice. I don't really know what I did different there. I just hit the A button at a different time, I guess. Alright, anyway, excuse me, 80 rings time. Keeping our eye out for, obviously, the upcoming rings. So we need 80 of them, right? So they're probably going to get me flush with rings in a certain sense. We're up to 49. That's not so bad. I think this one, no, you're not like trying to hit the same thing over and over again. Okay. So the first checkpoint was hit pretty easily, I would say, because I saw that big ring or line of rings coming up. So we needed to hit, what was it, like 50, 60, 70, 80, and we got 96. So now we need 140, so this is probably going to be a little harder. If I had to guess, this is probably just going to be more spike balls, and I'm trying to keep my I don't know what I'm trying to say here. We're really fucking up this commentary as best as we can. I don't know. I just don't want to redo too many of these. They're like fine, and if I fucked them up, I would like redo them and continue to redo them. But like, I just really don't like those segments very much. These ones. Now, granted, I don't know which one I actually like better. I was gonna say I do like it better than the first games. Oh, great, Tails. Thank you. I do like it better than the first game's like little bonus levels, and I do think that I like 1 and 2's bonus levels way better than I like 3's, so, you know, I guess we can look forward to me bitching about that in the foreseeable future, but no. Okay, how many do I need? I've lost, oh man, I've completely just royally fucked this one up, huh? 16 more rings? No chance. 8 more rings? No more bonus rings, son of a bitch. Alright, well, we'll be back here in just a second. Wow, I think we got just enough fucking rings to beat this level. I did that the last time I played too, just got barely enough rings to beat a certain level. Hey, you know, just enough is enough. So, and we now have 6 Chaos Emeralds, so we only need 1 more. And as former President Barack Obama would say, you mean the Chaos Emeralds. Such a funny meme. I don't know what that's like rooted in, like if that's supposed to be like somebody's fan fiction or something, or if it was just one banger ass tweet. But I'm so appreciative that meme has ever existed. The President Obama saying, "So you mean the Chaos Emeralds? Hey, we're gonna probably get the Chaos Emerald here." Now I think the background flashes a lot here. I can't remember. I guess we'll see as I get close to the end. I thought, yeah, because we'll have oh boy, this is probably going to be a big pain in the ass. How many do we need? Like 100, I think I saw. Oh boy. I just kind of assumed that it's going to have me jumping to the opposite side here. I know, it looks like I must have like a map or something, but oh no, we missed a couple big swatches of rings there. Alright, we need 100, right? Oh, whew, just so barely got them there. Now we need to be vigilant not to hit any of these orbs. Nice, we made it through the first checkpoint, but that's the easy one. That's the soft launch. Now we need 190 rings, so we only got to hit, what, like 74? Oh boy, oh, Tails, come on, man. I'm just, I don't know how well my commentary is going to go while I'm trying my heart out to get on the bright side, this is the last Chaos Emerald, so I don't have a reason to continue sweating these. Thank you, Tails. Just try your little heart out to throw here at the end, buddy. It's not his fault. Alright, well, we'll be back. Okay, so we just barely got enough for stage 2. And I can't remember if stage 3 has us collect hella rings. I think it's going to be a fucking battle to keep the rings that I get, honestly. Oh, you know what? This one isn't so bad. It's like you're half getting rings. Yeah, sure. And then it's like trying to keep the rings that you get. Tails, please. Alright, we need like, what is it, 210? This is probably going to be very close. 213. Tails, I need you to desperately not hit anything. I jerked my controller there like that was going to actually do anything. Like I would dodge somehow. Like this is a Wii nunchuck or something. Alright, thank God. Yeah, the background does flash, and this is the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Goodbye bonus levels. Hello, Supersonic. Now, sometimes it strips me of my rings whenever I leave a bonus level. I don't know if that's a symptom of retrying the bonus level or what, but now, if I have enough rings, I can change into Supersonic, which basically puts the rest of the game on super easy mode. Well, granted, you hit 50 rings, so I'm gonna grab, whoa, so Supersonic comes with a bunch of extra cool shit. I'm trying to hit this so that I get the extra rings. So you can still die. I also don't know what I'm kind of fucking up here. You could still die. You can get squished still, and you can fall outside of the map. Like you can fall, like if you're on like an airship and you fall down, you'll lose. If you like have like a pit, not like a lava thing, like you can still stand in lava as Supersonic. But like if you fall down into a pit, you'll die. If you, I don't know, get squashed, like I said, between two things, you'll die. But you don't take damage in that mode anymore. What else is there? There's, I'm going to drop down here because I know that there's rings. I had a path in my mind to get 50 rings for every... 50 rings for like the first couple levels so that I'm able to collect the emeralds, but since we're like super ahead of schedule now, I can just use it to get supersonic instead. Oh great, and then that might happen as well. Alright, well, I guess I better keep my eye out for air bubbles while we're down here, huh? I'll need them. I don't know. I hate the underwater segments of this game. I almost about half hope that we just die just because I don't want to. I would rather take the path that's not down here, I guess. I also don't know if you can die to drowning. My assumption would be, what do I want to guess? No? I guess my assumption would be no. But this game has a way of surprising you, I guess. Thank you for that drill dozer. I don't know. I don't know any of the fucking enemies' names. I guess drill dozer probably would have fit more the whatever that first Eggman boss was. And we're falling. Maybe we'll hit the speed boost. Okay. I don't know. On the bright side, it does kind of seem like we're about to die, so now finally that's fallen. I guess if I could get air, I would get it right here. No such luck. Alright, that should restart us at the beginning. Holy shit, Tails just tried to fuck me there in a big way off the air bubble. So here's my plan. Shit, I was gonna backtrack there and get those ring TVs, but god damn it, now I was worried about being squashed by that thing that was above my head. Man, I just have the worst luck on this level, it seems. Whenever the challenge isn't just like the victory to the challenge isn't just out and out handed to me, I guess I have trouble with it. Boy. Alright, so I've got supersonic now, and I do see the timer counting down, so it does look like we'll need air while we're down here, I would guess. So, on the bright side, I'll move a lot quicker, and I'll be a lot more powerful. Oh, I didn't get to mention this. I completely forgot about this. I don't know how many of you guys are, like, big fans of, what was it? It was called, like, Final Fantasy Sonic or something to that effect. Like, I never was, like, a guy who was into, like, that Flash game in particular. But that guy recently, well, not recently, I guess it was, like, last year or whatever, but he passed away. It was a guy who did, like, animations in the style of, like, in gameplay of, like, you know, Sonic, if it was, like, a Final Fantasy thing. And he made really fun games back in the day. I only played like one or two of them. But I remember it was a lot of, at least for me anyway, it felt like very orchestrated. Like you're meant to like power up like your ultimate every game. And then like you hit your ultimate and like ability and then you win. But that guy passed away recently, so that's really sad. I guess he had a heart attack while he was out on vacation. But his family did say that he was doing what he loved when he died, so that's good. I'm glad that he was having a good time at least. That's kind of the way to go, I suppose. Alright, so even earlier Sonic games like really leaned heavily into like casino looks. Like look at the background there. Holy shit, that's so beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna die. Whew. Thank goodness I didn't get crushed there. Oh, and then we fell anyway. I don't even know that this level contains enemies. I just think you can kind of get squashed in places, and also, of course, at, like, I guess the spikes, too. But more so, I'm talking about, you can get squashed by the blocks. Maybe you can fall out of the map in some places. I don't know. I think, yep, we can speed dash over there. And then we'll take the elevator down. This is kind of annoying that you just can't fall down after the elevator. You have to actually take the elevator down. Whatever. Oh, and we almost got squashed again there. Again, I guess it doesn't really matter because even if I get 50 rings, it's only going to make me faster and more floaty whenever I jump around. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to just like wet it and forget it about that guy, but like... I don't know. I think about that sometimes. Like, he was still making, like, stuff for that series and shit, so it's kind of, I don't know. It's a little sad, you know, that, like, he was still working on stuff. There's this old comedian, and I'm not, like, a guy who really likes old dumb jokes that much, but I will say, Redneck Comedy Roundup 2, very, very funny. I remember liking that a lot. They had a bit on there about a guy who pretends to be an old man, and he's, like, talking, he's like... he's like, as long as you got as long as you got plans, you got time to spend those plans. He's like, so give yourself a plan. That takes a lot of time. And he said, and then you'll never have to worry about dying. He said, me, I'm waiting on the perfect woman. He says, I'm 135 years old. I don't know. It's dumb, but I like blue collar comedy. I don't know that this is the game to talk about it with, but like Larry the Cable Guy shit's kind of funny. I've been rewatching the what is it? It's not like I actually don't like Delta Farce, which, you know, whenever you say that to people who like anybody who was on my side before, it's like, okay, this guy likes blue collar comedy or whatever. And as soon as they hear I don't like Delta Farce, they're like, no, those are the only guys I had on my side, and I just lost them. But I really love Health Inspector. Him talking to that, he's like, come on, Buttlick, we gotta stop that guy or whatever. We gotta stop that guy. The Buttlick stuff is funny. And then there's, what's the other fucking movie? Oh, Witless Protection, where he's like negotiating with the he's negotiating with this guy for like the price of a hotel room, and the dude wants like a debit card on file for like the hotel room, and he's I can't remember what he's saying exactly. He's like, fuck. He's like, are you a master? How does he say? He's like, oh yeah, do you want a master bedroom? It's like a Indian guy. He's like, do you want a master bedroom? He's like, am I a master in the bedroom? He's like, shit, you'll have to ask her, like the woman he's protecting, because he's pretending that she's his wife. I don't know. I guess re-talking about Larry the Cable Guy movies is probably as bad as commentary in one of these get, huh? Anyway, there are enemies in this level now. Man, it feels like being at like an old-timey casino. I don't know, do they still have this kind of vibe on like the Vegas Strip and stuff? Like this sort of feels a little antiquated. This feels a little bit like Leaving Las Vegas to me. Speaking of movies, maybe I'm really not trying to turn this into Dr. Dirk Talks About Movies hour, but I need one more coin, and then we can transform into Supersonic. You see, the 50 coin threshold is always just real nice to hit, because once I've hit it, then I don't have to worry about being hit by enemies anymore. So, all right, let's see where we're headed upwards. We do have 44 coins, which is nice, I guess. Oh, nice. And I super love the extra momentum that we get from, you know, just having the supersonic form, I guess. Come on now. I guess we'll go out this way if I'm able to. I think the extra forward momentum is kind of screwing me just a little bit. What are we trying to do? Go down? It looks like down the middle there. But no, they had like a casino level in, what was it, Sonic Adventure that I'd played. That was kind of fun. You were like getting a bunch of coins so that you could get a Chaos Emerald. And then Sonic Heroes has a couple Chaos. Yeah, it has one or two Chaos Emeralds in it. No, it has a couple of like casino zones. Like I think it's just one casino zone, but you go through it in several acts. And I think that your point there is to get coins. Oh yeah, I think this was like the first level that I got Supersonic in, because I remember him like all of a sudden like Dr. Eggman fights were like so easy. Well, I'm trying to finish him off before I run out of invincibility. I don't know if that grab attack is ever going to work, Dr. Eggman, but whatever. Anyway, that level there, I guess, is good if you're trying to grind score for whatever reason. Also, you can say goodbye to ever even coming close to hitting 10,000 points whenever you do supersonic kind of levels, because you're just never going to have rings ever again. So then I guess it kind of comes down to your time bonus plus whatever rings were left over. All right, Hilltop Zone 1. No, maybe I didn't have the supersonic form then, because I remember not having the supersonic form for here. So I think that the second level of this is like where I got my first supersonic form. I'm interested to see how it plays out in the third game. The ending of this game, like the ending cinematic, is actually really fucking sick. It's not like it's just setting up for Sonic 3. And it also kind of reminds me of the way that like Sonic Adventure ended-ish, like how it was coming up towards the end there, like where you see like Eggman like pretty clearly is like crashing into Emerald Island. I don't know if that's like a spoiler. I'm really trying not to spoiler things just yet, but at the end of Sonic Adventure, like in the final chapter or whatever, Eggman like crash lands into, or maybe it's at the beginning of Knuckles' adventure. Dr. Eggman like lands on what is it even called? I can't think of the island where Knuckles is from, but it's got like the Master Emerald on it and stuff, and wow, this has just become a super easy mode now. I don't know what to say about this. Oh, I do think you can die here, though. Yeah, I don't know what's killing me there. I think I'm just getting crushed by, like, some weird geometry. Whatever, we'll be back. Alright, well, we didn't get crushed by whatever that time, so that's good, I guess. Just trying to avoid as much of the extra bullshit that there was down there as possible. 7,400 score there. Unfortunately, we have yet to hit 10,000 to end off a level, so I can't yet show the coin bonus, which is embarrassing as I kind of opened up the game by being like, yeah, this game's got hella coin bonuses. No, I guess I probably had to have had Supersonic by this point, right? Because I remember getting one at each of the levels. So, I don't know. I know that I got it now, which I guess is all that really matters. I didn't know if we would have the clearance for that or not. Whatever. I know I got it for here and now. This is kind of a lame, like, little... what's the opposite of a... I guess it is kind of a speed trap. Maybe like a speed bump is the better word for it. Whenever you're going around one of those loop-de-loops and you have to break the floor out from underneath you. Of course, I want the checkpoint for here. Probably got an Eggman boss fight coming up if I had to guess. Is it just the lava raising? Oh, okay, so that's what that shaking was before. Interesting. Maybe, I don't know what was squishing me though. Whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not really raising all that fast to cause me some alarm. I still don't even see it at the bottom of my screen. Maybe it'll be a problem coming up. Alright, we'll go Supersonic because I sort of feel like we probably have the boss fight coming up, and even if we don't, of course, it's going to turn the rest of the level on pretty much easy mode. Like I said, I used to just play the like Sonic Mania collection version of this game and just like spawn enough coins for me to go Supersonic. Of course, whenever you become Supersonic, it just becomes Eggman's horrible day. Eggman's horrible day out, because he can literally pretty much do nothing against you then. Alright. So, we lose our Supersonic, free these guys yet again. I think this is now like the 4th batch of these guys we freed. We're up to 8,400 points. Hey, if I make an extra 1,000 points every fucking level, you know, it won't be too long until... hopefully I'll be able to show that bonus off. Mystic Cave Zone 1. What to say about Mystic Cave Zone 1? You can get squashed. Ooh, so this area isn't wholly hospitable to Supersonic because you can get squashed kind of easily in it. I don't know. It's not the end of the world or anything. I'm just kind of talking about what I think about it so far. This also has like the ability for you to go into a secret area, and I accidentally ended up there before, so we'll go there if I'm able to. It's not even like that special or that secret. It's just like whenever I played it, I was like, what the fuck? I'm in a bonus zone? What? Hopefully this is the... No, I don't think this is the way I need to be going. Let's go back this way. Hey, at least with Supersonic, I now have the ability to just basically fly through these fucking levels. See, I got like opposite squash there. Alright, there it is again. This is where I got squashed before. I don't know. I understand that the game probably never even anticipated you to... What do I want to say? Like, to so if the game probably can't calculate that you're where you're supposed to be whenever you're in it, it squashes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's got two platforms kind of coming at one another, and then it kills Sonic because, like, you know, where else is it going to put him? Is it going to put him above the platform? Where is it going to put him? So, Oh wow, I might have to sneeze. Whoa, I don't know why I ever risked that. That one was a closey. Now, let's see how we're looking for bonus points here. Hey, we're probably going to hit that 10,000 point total, so I can show you now how fat the coins get. Nice, we got a 3 coin bonus, which, I mean, I didn't even hardly, maybe I spent 3 coins in the entirety of this, in the entirety of, like, this, like, playthrough to, wow, what did I, oh yeah, for, like, the bonus levels and stuff, the retry, yeah, I had to retry, like, 3 times, and that was pretty much it. So we're at 30 rings now. Let me maybe speed up on this side. We're up to 43. If I could just get a couple more. There we go. As soon as I actually get my footing and jump. Nice. Oh, I guess I didn't talk about that. To get the super mode off, you have to like jump and then hit the action button, which is different on the different consoles, I'm pretty certain. For me, it's to jump and hit the Y button. So I am going to try and get us down to the bonus zone if I'm able to. Oh, let me grab this. I don't know what any of the power-ups do. Well, I tried to look it up. Unfortunately, Google's kind of shit these days, and I wasn't able to find it. I was like looking on the wiki too. I couldn't find it. Wiki? I always upset somebody whenever I say wiki. Oh, and I got crushed again. Son of a bitch. Okay, so second verse better than the first because, of course, we didn't get squashed there. Okay, so I think I'm wanting to fall. No, apparently not here. My bad. I just kind of, like, if I don't show off that area, because it like, replaces the Eggman boss fight, so one way or another, we're going to miss one of the Eggman boss fights. I'll either show off the secret one, or I'll show off the not secret area. It doesn't really matter to me. Damn it. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Alright, so now we're going up. I just want to hit some rings, honestly. Got me a little bit nervous not having any rings. Although maybe it was towards, like, the end of the level. I really don't... All I remember is, like, falling and then being like, what the fuck? Where am I? I didn't even know that there were bonus zones in this game. Okay, so not down here. I'm trying to stay closest to the bottom of the level. Not, like, super close, though. Okay. Not really doing too much for me there, that area. Maybe... Okay, this is another shield I could take, I guess. Oh, hey, there's a checkpoint. I could take that. This level is a little bit... I don't know. I feel like it's been going on a while. So it looks like we will not get to do the bonus the bonus thing after all. We'll do the Eggman drill fight instead, whatever this is. I don't know. Like I said, I really enjoy all the Eggman fights in this game. They feel a lot more... They're not better. I don't know. Because I did like... There's more variety to them, I guess is what I'll say. And that makes it like a lot more fun by my estimation. Like the first game was him pretty much just in that suit there without much extra special to it. Not suit, but like the egg... What do they call it? Frieza has a name for hers too, like the egg. It isn't the fucking egg carrier. It keeps being the first thing that wants to come out of my mouth is the fucking egg carrier. Clearly not that. The egg carrier is like his big flying airships. Whatever. I guess it's not that big a deal. Oil Ocean Zone 1. This is another area that's got kind of a pretty background as you go through it. And then it also features like you can fall. Oh boy, I'm fucking so slippery right now. You can fall down into like the oil that you see at the bottom of the level. It's not like lava or anything. And it will slowly sink you, but you can like jump your way out of it. So that's kind of nice. Having said that though, that's not like, I don't know. I've never died to it, but it feels like one of those things where I'd be like, I've never died to it. And then that is the first time for everything. You know what I'm saying? I actually heard Sonic... So outside of me actually playing like the plug and plays every once in a while, I actually heard the Sonic soundtrack like long before I would competently play Sonic, I would say. Like I said, I had the plug and play that had like Golden Axe, it had Altered Beast, it had like some Sega games that I've never been able to find again. Not that I think that they're hidden, I just don't know how you would search for them. There was like a Sega game, or yeah, like a Sega game. Let's try and think of a couple of them. There's like one where you play as like this guy who's supposed to be like an action hero, it seems, and he keeps putting on all of these different costumes for like power-ups and stuff. Oh, it also had, now I know this one, of course, but it had, like, the pretty version of, like, what is it, Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine or whatever, which is, like, the Connect 4 Sonic the Hedgehog game. That one's okay. I like the look of that one better than I like the version that's included in this. I just like the... I don't know. If you're going to make the art, don't... well, to be fair, this is also the Game Gear version, the one that's on this... on the Sonic Origins collection, so I guess the Game Gear just isn't that pretty on the whole, but whatever. I don't really feel like I've talked about anything interesting or important in this playthrough. I guess it doesn't really matter because these are usually shorter anyway, these Sonic games. This one actually should clock in just a little bit longer than the what was it, the first Sonic game that I did. I assume that each Sonic game will get like a little bit longer. Like Sonic 1 will be like an hour and 15. This will be like an hour and 30. Maybe Sonic 3 be like an hour 45. Not that I really care what they all pan out to be or anything, but, you know, just my kind of thoughts on, you know, what they would end up being. I feel like, no, we're going the right way probably, considering that I have to break those. Now we can get an actual really good look at the background as we were sort of flying around there and stuff. These fans are kind of annoying. You just have to wait for them to shut off. You're not like trying to break the barrier there so much, like go faster than they can push you, because they can always push you faster than you can run. But they'll eventually like have to take a break and shut off for a second. So this area is really, really, really pretty. I always liked kind of the ocean. God damn it. There's two words. Can you get them in the right order? The oil ocean zone. I always liked the idea of it, and I like the music for it. There was a video of a ROM hack of this game a long time ago, and it had the oil ocean theme in it. But the guy who was playing it, was playing it at like probably, I don't know, like fucking 2.5 frames a second. Is this gonna kill me? No. Whew. It should have killed me. Not his fault or whatever. It's just like old technology and stuff. Like, I wish I knew how long something like OBS has been around, because I wonder how people like used to record stuff back in the day that wasn't like fraps necessarily or whatever. I've always been kind of curious about that, because you know, I think most like little kids and stuff, well, not most little kids, but I would say most people who like watch probably gaming videos and stuff, like have at some point like had aspirations of like, you know, maybe making a gaming video themselves. And even sans that, like, you know, I think like little kids just generally kind of want to, like, I don't know, they see like videos online, they like watch, I don't know, like Jackass highlights or something is like what kind of like comes to mind for me anyway. And then being like, damn, you know, that would be so funny if we posted videos like Jackass. And I don't know, maybe not like a universal experience, but like one that's across the board quite a bit. And I don't know, I sort of feel like I would like to know like what people used back then, because I had kind of a big interest in doing like YouTube and stuff after watching like there were like Gary, I think I've said this before, there were like Gary's mod videos of people who played or people who would like build cool like zombie bases and stuff, and I was always like, damn, I would love to be able to play Gary's mod and make videos like that. That looks so cool. They would have like a big gate around their base, and then they would have it so like, I don't know, different floors with like turrets on it and soldiers and stuff. And then like at the very top of the base, there would be like a helicopter that they could fly out in if the zombies like, you know, overran their defenses and stuff. I don't know why we're talking about that. That has nothing to do with Sonic. It's funny because the place I actually need to go, if you can believe it, is like somewhere you saw me at earlier. So right here, and then there's a falling bridge, and then we go up this elevator. Shoo, you would not believe how stuck I got there the last time that I played. I just kept trying to go right. Like in your head, you know, you're obviously trying to go right the whole time. And I was like, why can't I get where I'm going? Okay, we'll jump, not clean over the level, not my intention there. Maybe, oh, okay, then I better hit that checkpoint. I bet we probably have the boss fight coming up for this area, since this is Act 2. Alright, is this another Eggman's bad day out? Now, even if it is, we don't really have many rings left. I might, honestly, this is one that's, shit, not good, is what I'm trying to say. We've got 7 fucking, 5, 4 rings left. 3, 2. Hey, hopefully I can finish him on this next, rotation, Eggman. 2, 3, 4. Hey, we did get him. So you can see me falling into the oil there, but luckily enough you can jump out of it. Apparently Tails has not yet learned that, but I think that I'm trying to think. I'm pretty certain that like Tails and Knuckles and stuff have all gone super, and then I think Blaze has like a super form. Honestly, fuck it. We're gonna have to play like all the Sonic games because I want to see who all's got super forms and stuff. So, all right, Metropolis Zone 1. So I think this is the last, if I'm thinking correctly, this is like the last proper like set of levels, if that makes sense. So there's Metropolis Zone Act 1 and 2, and then we've got like a flying mission, and then we got like the final boss and stuff. I think, if I'm remembering right. Oh man, it's so annoying. I hate those starfish enemies. They like just kind of they blend in with the environment so well around you, and then they just like, oh boy, I also hate these crab hook enemies. They blend in with the environment like super well, to the point that like I don't ever see them until after they pop. Like, yep, to our left. I don't know that I want to do that. I kind of want that to be back open, but okay, whatever. We can spin under these spikes and grab that shield power up. I guess we're just going to stick with the tried and true method of just holding right for as long as I can until we hit something good. Maybe I would have went up and then back down. I don't know. These later levels just have me like so fucking lost and turned around. It's not even funny. This game has had me so tipsy turned around that I was even talking about Larry the Cable Guy earlier. That's how bad things are getting in Dr. Dirk's playthroughs these days. Alright. We're at about 30 rings, and I have a shield to protect me from one hit. So if I happen to run into any of those starfish guys I was talking about, I'll be able to negate their hit one time. There we go. We went supersonic. Now if I can just hold on to this and not waste the entire thing on one little shitty thing. Alright. So you have to like spin the this bolt, I guess it is, to get it up the... I don't know what so I know what the bolt's fucking called. I have absolutely no idea what the thing the bolt spins up is called, so maybe that's just another part of the bolt. There you can get a clear look at these starfish enemies. Oh no! Oh, I got carried away the last time I did that too. Alright, at least we were able to recover. Huh. It's what I get. I was like just completely in my own head there for a minute. Just okay, we're going the wrong way. We almost got squashed on the ceiling there again. There's some rings, and I'm hoping since that crab was facing our way, we're headed the right direction. We're up to 50 rings, so if you think about it, it's almost like we never spent any rings, kind of. Oh, and now we're hella falling. Hopefully this is the direction we have to go. Eggman sign. Phew. Thank goodness. Another... Oh, I was hoping with our time bonus and stuff, we might make it up to 10,000 points. Or, yeah, that's what they are, points. Now, like I said, I'm going to hold on to all the coins until pretty much we beat the... like the whole game, like all of Sonic Origins. Oh, shit. And then once I do, we'll go to the like museum or whatever and buy a bunch of random bullshit. Oh, great. Thank you for that. I do like that Tails can collect coins. Tails has helped me just as many times as he's kind of screwed me in this game, which is, I consider that good. You know, like, he's killed an enemy that's really been fucking me, and then he's also, like, stolen my air bubbles whenever I needed them. So, but I guess he needs them too. Oh, what a world. A world where we both need air bubbles. Alright. Oh, lovely. And we'll just waste the shield right off the bat. And then we have that annoying-ass platform there where the spikes come out of, like... I think it's in a clockwise fashion, usually. Oh, don't get hit by that. Fuck. And then I have to, like, go off of the screen, I think, to reset that. But that's fine. We'll just go down. Ooh. Excuse me. dropped my water bottle there, and then I have a soda here. I think it's a Coca-Cola. Yeah. Well, I keep Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper all together. I like the taste of dark pops. I don't know like if anybody has a strong opinion on dark versus light pops, but there goes my fucking mouse on the screen. Hold on. There we go. I don't like Sprite or Mountain Dew or anything. I never have. I like tried it a couple times as like a kid. Not like, yeah, like I tried smoking. No, I just tried the taste of it and I really didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe it's like the lime actually, not so much like the light color of it. But to be fair, I also don't really like lemony pops either, or sodas. I guess it depends on where you're from, what you call it. I'd say probably like root beer. I like both. What are there's like Mug Maniacs and then the other kind of root beer. Pub? I can't fucking remember. But there's like, if you remember like the memes from there a while back that were like, are you a Mug Maniac or are you something else? Those memes were always so funny. I'm hoping that this boss fight comes up sooner or later. Hey, not so much that guy can do whenever I'm not on the shitty side for him, I guess, huh? Alright, so we hit the checkpoint. Nice. We've got the button there pressed. I need just 50 rings and this whole level can pretty much be done with. Now, I want to get up here before I transform. There we go. Now, I figure we'll run into a lot of the like starfish enemies, which is why obviously I want my supersonic while I can. Wow, having all that extra upward momentum is really nice too. Whew. We'll take whatever kind of pipe travel this thing is. I forgot that we have like an airship mission coming up. It just hit me while I was picking up my bottle of water that had fell on the ground. And okay, it's like a big jug of water, and it like just tipped over. I don't know why that matters. I'm just the commentary in this part. Like, I'm not even playing this game really that fast by my estimation, or probably anybody else's. But like, this game has it where I can't hardly even come up with a half comprehensible sentence. So wait a minute, that was Act 2. There's not an Act 3, is there, for this area? Maybe it is because it's like one of the final areas. I don't know. I guess we'll see whenever I load into the next area. Yeah, Metropolis Zone 3. Well, what do you know? I guess there are 3 fucking zones for some places. I didn't notice this the last time I played. Now, I kind of like this, I don't know what they call these, like pistons or whatever, because usually there's a lot of coins near them, but there's a lot of opportunity to get squashed too with them, usually. Not this one. This one's kind of, I think, just introducing you to the thing. Lovely. And then there's a bigger opportunity to lose them to the one enemy that you run into. Oh, and there is the, god damn it, the fucking starfishes. Alright, we killed the crab that time, which means that we're going to be taking the upwards path. I do appreciate in all of the Sonic games pretty much, well, I don't know about the, you know, the 3D ones, but like the old 2D ones like this, there's a lot of opportunity to go in just kind of whatever direction that you're feeling. I have no idea how I dodged that one. Holy shit. Like, you know, they've generally got like several paths. Like earlier, if you remember, there was like an underwater path that I was, god damn it. There was an underwater path that I was doing as well. So I think I have to get like a certain distance away from that bolt, and then it'll reset. I'm gonna have to go back a little bit, huh? Alright, okay, so we're back. That surely is far enough. And I'm squashed. Shit. Alright, we're going back low again this time. Whoa, I don't want to go that way. I just want to speed past all these fucking starfish enemies. They're so annoying. I hate them so much. That's why, like, I decided to go... God damn it, I got greedy. That's why I decided to go down instead of up this time. I'm just hoping that there's less starfish down here. Hopefully I don't end up in just basically another starfish-filled hallway despite that. And there she is. There was the starfish place, son of a bitch. This door is locked, clearly. I'm going to get up on top of this piston-type deal and then crawl up, I suppose. I guess maybe that's what I was thinking of it, like in terms of where you could get squashed is the spikes there. I've been listening. The last time I played this, I was listening to Blood Meridian. It's a good book. I was listening to the audiobook of it while I played a game. I think I mentioned this. What was the last game I played that was really cold? I really can't remember. Oh, and I missed the fucking platform somehow. About once a year, I get in the mood to, I think it's Cormac McCarthy, right? Who made Blood Meridian and The Road. Regardless, I listen to the audiobook of The Road. Whoa, not that way. About once a year, and I play, like, The Long Dark or whatever. I don't know. I just always... It puts both of those things kind of put me in a certain mood, and it's a good mood. It's a vibe. Oh, now you don't want to get hit by the fucking steam that comes out of these pipes. That'll deal damage to you. If I can, I'm sure we'll have an Eggman boss fight at the end of this level, so I'm trying to save up some. God damn, in the checkpoint right there. I don't know, but I've never read or no, I have read The Road. I read it before I listened to the audiobook of it, but I've never read or listened to Blood Meridian. It seems kind of interesting. I think I just made it to the part where the boy gets recruited by the military or whatever to I can't really tell what they're gonna do. It seems like they're gonna like continue the war against the I think it takes place around the time of the Alamo, which I believe was some kind of a war with Mexico. I'm not very aware of it. I only know it from like children's media kind of making fun of the Alamo. So watch out, Tails. I almost squashed your head there. God damn it, Tails. That's not his fault. I'm just talking. The Metropolis levels are so fucking long. I'm trying not to get hit by the starfish guys, are so fucking long, and I shouldn't complain about them because they have some of the most, like, unique platforming out of really any of the levels, but then the fucking starfish enemies, oh hey, a checkpoint, the starfish enemies, and then you got the fucking, I don't know, the gears are fine, I guess. I don't really have any, I want to bitch about them, but they're, like, fine as far as, like, platforming is concerned. Alright, just full send it. Nice. Hopefully we're coming up on the end of this level, and hopefully the Eggman boss fight attached to it is not very difficult. I really don't remember what his gimmick is. I know not going in with Supersonic is going to be troublesome, and god dang it, I'm trying to catch one of these rings. No such luck. Alright. Hopefully that's, and I got hit by the thing's claws. Shit. Alright, we're back. I'm going back up the bold here. This level's music is starting to give me a splitting headache. We'll just dodge that. And I got hit by the fucking upper one. God damn it. I can't win for losing in this goddamn game, I'm telling you. Alright, so there's that guy. Let me... come on. Alright, it took me several attempts, but we're finally... No! Oh, God. Just die. Oh... It took me several attempts, but we finally have made it past that fucking really shitty area. Holy fuck, I hate those two bolts with a passion. Please just be the boss fight. I'm kind of over that area extremely. Okay, so hopefully this boss fight isn't too hard. Oh yeah, this one's kind of interesting. You're basically trying to dodge the those balls that he has, and then it gets easier and easier to dodge because he'll throw one out at you. They're like little mini Eggmen or whatever. I find it like, I don't know, it's like half and half. Like, I think if you get hit or hit him, then he like throws another one at you. It's kind of vital that we keep a ring on us because, you know, I don't know, you probably can dodge those hits somehow, but like I'm not good enough at it to do that. So alright, goodbye Dr. Eggman. Man, he's such a goddamn good villain. I love Dr. Eggman. Like, Dr. Eggman... No, not that Professor Oak is a villain, but, like, in terms of, like, professors, Dr. Light from the Mega Man stuff, he has, like, such a cool damn design. This is super indicative of how well I've been doing in this level. Fucking 100 points. Yeah, that makes sense. I was having a damn time there. So, Sky Chase Zone. This isn't bad, but it is very boring. This is our opportunity to just chill in the sky, I guess. On the bright side, it gives us a lot of rings, so there's not a very good chance that we'll die. At the same time, it kind of controls like shit because we're like running on a plane, you know, in the sky. Here's how I like best describe it. Is like, okay, so the game, you're like supposed to run fast, and Sonic's supposed to be a fast guy and stuff. Well, this level features turtles, so that gives you an idea of like how good this level is going to be. Now, having said that, some of my favorite levels in Sonic Heroes actually feature turtles because I think they're like an enemy in that game. I don't know. It's not difficult. It is very fucking boring. I think that Sonic CDE actually featured the... What is this thing called? The something tornado? I can't remember what Tails' plane is actually called, but... you know, we get to see it here and we get to run on it, so I don't know. I was like, maybe I should have played Sonic CD before this. Who cares, I guess. We're kind of here for it now. This is super pretty. I love the look of this like egg carrier ship for Eggman. It's so, you know, my thought was like this, like Eggman could probably have whatever he wants even outside of being a supervillain, because like, look at this shit. He built this. I mean, come on, dog. You could build, why don't you just build your own planet in space? Honestly, don't build it on the fucking moon with the idea that you're going to destroy Earth and Sonic or whatever. Just build whatever you want in space. But I guess maybe that's not so appealing for him for whatever reason. He'd rather rule over whatever, Eggmanopolis. I do like how he kind of scales up and down. Sometimes it's like to destroy Sonic, sometimes it's to build like an Eggman city, sometimes it's to rule the world. He just kind of does whatever he's feeling for the day. He scales back. What do they call it? Scalability? Yeah. I don't know. Not a hard level, but kind of like a boring one. Like I said, the turtles are very indicative of you know, kind of how the level is, not how it's meant to be. Wing Fortress Zone. So this is all one big Bumba level. Whoa, we got to jump off. I almost forgot about that. So there is like these little launch things around here. I wouldn't call this level super hard, but there's a lot of insta-deaths in it, like falling off the map. Like that's one thing you absolutely don't want to do. Now, we've got an enemy here, this chicken guy. I believe that those were featured in the show, the Sonic show. Whoop, and I almost got launched again. So we can transform into Super Sonic, which I'm going to do right here. All right. Now, I don't want to lose track of myself. Kind of want to stay up near the top. I know it's very, very, very hard to tell. And I just fell, son of a bitch. All I was saying was I know it's very hard to tell that like where we can actually jump and land, and if you're having trouble with that, well, me too, I guess. I'm not very good at this level. Like I said, it's very hard for me to tell, like, oh boy, and I just got pushed back by something in the air, son of a bitch. Alright, an extreme and sudden difficulty spike here at the end. Yeah, it just kind of suffers from like a little bit of like a visibility issue. It's not like I can't... Whoa, Jesus God. It's not like I super can't see anything. It's just like... I have no idea what parts of this level are like that I can actually step on. Parts of the level that will just like jettison me to the next part of the level. I'm not super complaining about it, I don't think. I'm just kind of talking just to talk here at the end. But I'll say this, it's pretty. And I generally in the future levels like always enjoy the egg carrier missions and stuff. Oh, okay. And then we're down here. Oh yeah, here comes another... Eggman boss fight. This is kind of cool. He like has I kind of, oh yeah, we're like attacking that thing up there, and then I think you're supposed to like navigate the platforms normally, but hopefully we beat this the first try, because I don't want to try to dodge these platforms without Super Sonic. And then Eggman runs away. We're like spun up in a ball here to chase him. We got Super Sonic. You would think we'd be able to catch him, but we chase up after him. We've got like the little orb around us. I guess technically that's what the supersonic power-ups do actually do, is they give them to normal Sonic if you run out of supersonic stuff. So like, you know, a shield doesn't do anything for supersonic, but it just gives it to regular Sonic whenever your, supersonic runs out. We keep a hold of this like little spaceship as Eggman kind of flies up and out of here. I remember this segment taking like this is way too long for what it is. It's just Sonic holding onto this, and the music swells and nothing. Sorry to say. It is pretty, that animation, once we actually get into space, though, and we dock with, like, Eggman's, like, little spaceship. It's called the Death Egg Zone. So this final boss fight takes place in 2 phases. The first one is like this Mecha Sonic, and is actually not very hard. You want to hit like his face and get 2 hits in where you can. 1, 2. If you hit the back of him, it's like the spiny part of Sonic, except for that attack there specifically. I usually have him dead after this next attack segment, so I actually don't know what a bunch of his future attack shit looks like. So I can't give you much advice past that. Here comes Eggman. He runs away. He outruns Sonic somehow, and he gets into this big robot. So this robot is by far the hardest challenge in this game by my estimation. You have no rings, so you can't get hit one time. You can hit him you have a very small window to hit him whenever both spikes are not on his belly. I'll show you my strategy. It's a little slow burning, so you get on one side of the screen, you let him attack, and as he comes down, you hit him in the belly. So he has 2 phases. He has the first one here, which is where he punches his fist, and then you get a second hit on him. We're going for 12. Again, we go to the left side here. I prefer the left side just because I can see better than on the right side. So we've got 3 hits on him. This is his second attack pattern where he stomps at you, and he just like keeps, like marching towards you or whatever, and then he'll backstep the way that he did. So we let him fly away, and then again have him just aim to the left here, maybe not super far to the left. Alright, and then we tap him one time, dodge this attack. Again, I think you're starting to probably get an idea of what his attacks are exactly. To me, this is the only way I can dodge his attacks. This boss fight is next to impossible for me otherwise. And you're aiming high on his stomach. Like, I'm kind of worried about even hitting his midsection, or like definitely not below the gut, because his legs, I think, also have like some like hit kill boxes. This wouldn't be so bad for learning if you had like 1 ring, but no, the game, oh god, that one was probably a closey. The game does not want you to even come close to having like any kind of, like, I played this level, this is probably where I died the most the first time that I played this. So that is 9 hits in total. So 1 more full rotation on this giant Eggman boss fight, and we will be done. I know Sonic's tapping his foot, but I need you to be fully at attention here, buddy. Alright, I'm just trying to keep my wits about me as we finish up this last rotation of hits on the, I don't even know what these are called. I wish I had said their name, kind of like the, no, I died, that's literally the 11th hit, son of a bitch. Oh, alright, I'll be back. Alright, we're on the very last hit here. I should only have to hit him this one last time. Haha, there he goes. So this is kind of cool. Sonic takes off automatically. The whole, like, ship. It's kind of interesting. I don't know where you get this context otherwise, but, like, there's a lot of art in the end game or whatever for, like, it's like a giant moon-looking egg spaceship. We'll see it in the upcoming actual cutscene. Don't worry. This was actually just in the original game, so they're just showing it off here. There's like all the animals that Sonic saved, and Tails like all sitting down here, and Tails, fires up his little, I don't know, but what was it called? It's like the Tornado Mark something or other. Tornado Mark 7 or some shit. And he takes off to go see if he can't help Sonic in some way. I don't know the difference, actually, between the good ending and the bad ending of this game, other than, obviously, that you need the Super Sonic to get it. So, I don't know how different it is. Unfortunately, the very first game did not have that different of an ending. And, now that we're Supersonic or whatever, I guess just flying along with these guys. He didn't even need Tails, it looks like. I figured he was just going to, like, just in time land on the roof of Tails' little tornado. But was not the case. We did win. We got the good ending. Supersonic is now going to, I guess, just watch over the island or whatever. Wow, that's so pretty. Look at that. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more cutscene to watch, which is going to come after some credits. So I'm going to skip through this. See you in just a second. Alright, so here we are again from the museum. I'm just going to play it out here. It's really not that long of a video, only 12 seconds. So this is after the events of the game. This is like the giant, Eggman spaceship crashing into the island where I presume Knuckles is. And that is that, I suppose we'll pick back up with the story in the third game, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't know what we're going to do about CD. I'm going to sit on it. I do want to have a definitive answer of whether or not I'm going to play it by the time I play Sonic 3, so I'm kind of leaning towards yes. We'll see if it looks fun. But anyway, yeah, we can show off the island in the island tour mode here, similar to how we did at the end of Sonic 1. We can see, like, I don't know, what do we got? We got, like, the oil zone, ocean and oil zone. We got Amy hanging out, Knuckles, Eggman, and Tails. Thought maybe we could see... Oh, yeah, there's Sonic off in the corner. Hey, don't fall, Sonic. I don't know. Another good Sonic game. I can't wait to get to some of the newer ones. I don't know which ones I'm going to play, which ones I'm not. It's probably, honestly, depending on how I'm feeling. So, anyway, that's been Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I will see you guys all next week. Later.